Hello, Aries men. This is your Ching Book of Changes relationship spread for March 2017. My name's Thea. I'm available for private readings. Just reach me online if you have a question about your relationship that you're in, or anything to do with family, career. The cards and the hexagrams can offer some insight. So for your general love reading, the first hexagram that we have pulled up for you is hexagram number 5, which is known in the ancient Book of Changes as waiting. So this card is saying that the hexagram generally is talking to the querent about the importance of perseverance, the importance of taking care of essentials, priority of restraint and leaving well enough alone, as well as moderation and the correct timing. So don't be fooled by the image, which is very feminine. It's a strong indication that the moment is not quite right for the changes that you want, and the best thing that you can do is to really nourish the situation with your highest and most caring, loving energy, and when the situation is right to change, it'll be all much healthier because of it. So with this card in this position of the relationship spread, it might suggest where it is that you're coming from this month. So perhaps you're waiting on something from your partner, and if you just realize that which you're waiting for, you need to feed it as if you'd want it to turn out. So take inner responsibility, and also by remembering that the most essential things are sometimes the most important. So I hope that gives you insight into some of the foundation of what's going on this month. In your partner's position for this month of March, Aries guys, we have hexagram 42, which is the hexagram of increase. And increase is all about sharing, reaping the rewards, overflowing, expansion, offering encouragement, fertile ground, and abundance. So maybe Aries guys, your partner really exhibits a lot of these qualities in the relationship. This is saying that that's actually a really strong foundation for the relationship. So Aries guys, you definitely are going to be relying on your partner's ability to share the encouragement that they give you, and that the abundance that brings to both of you. So that's a really strong feature and defining structure for you this month. The next two cards are meant to show you where your emotional climate is, what temperature is the emotional climate within each of you, and it's meant to give you an insight into what is supporting the harmony within you this month, and what it is that could be blocking communication. So this is hexagram number 50, which is known in the Book of Changes as the cauldron, Aries guys. And this is talking about your ability to master yourself from an inner place, spiritually renew yourself, to consecrate and rejuvenate yourself. So by using your sort of innate, divine, discerning wisdom that you ultimately have within you, you're going to be able to cut through kind of emotional ties and things that are holding you back in an emotional way from offering your partner the kind of support that you want to give them. So also, if you have old emotional wounds and hidden fears, the habits that you might have created might stem as well from this sort of cauldron. And the cauldron is the cauldron of cooking as well. So this card is an indication that healthy cooking could be a way for you this month to harness your energy and to create change within raw elements, and offer that as something which would be really, really inspiring to your partner. So cooking, interesting. In your partner's position for this month, we have hexagram 30, which is the clinging. And clinging can be, obviously, there can be an element of clinginess, but clinging corresponds to fire and passion and being inspired. It also is a hexagram which is pointing out that there's a lot of devotion and passion. And within these is threaded energy for their own personal regeneration and a place where their spirituality can really grow, as well as a place where you get to appreciate their virtue and also where you can both be enlightened by one another. So hexagram 30 is really calling for that clinging nature of fire to be put and to be, kind of manifested in its positive way. If Aries, you have any clinginess, or any partners of Aries feel clinging, it's just to rechannel that energy into something that you're very passionate about and allow it to regenerate yourself. So shy away from any clingy kind of behavior this month. The last two cards are on the state of mind that each of you might be in. And for you this month, Aries men, we have companionship. So companionship is a card that's all about being with one another and enjoying what it is that having a companion can give to you within the relationship. So how is it that you spend your time with each other? What is it about the companionship that your partner offers to you that you appreciate so much? For Aries guys who don't feel that there's enough companionship, this card might be asking you to focus more on human relationships. So seeing what you have in common and how you can gather together with others to create more of that sense of companionship, whether it be by joining clubs or finding new groups on social media. There's something about that that's going to increase your propensity for that, and you can grow stronger because of it. So also companionship is showing a lot of energy with friends, and as well obviously between lovers. So you're obviously somebody who's loved and respected by everybody, and it can be with your vision for your life, and that's going to inspire others. So companionship. It's a good card to get in that position. Your partner has hexagram 54, which is the marrying maiden. And the marrying maiden really corresponds to a kind of a compromising situation, subordination, seduction, manipulation, and low self-esteem. So this hexagram is saying to avoid any of those feelings, even though they might be present and you might feel bound by them. By overcoming those sorts of feelings, you're going to be able to view the connection with Aries much more positively. So let go of any kind of situations that have helped you to not feel the best about yourself. And I know sometimes that can be hard to do, but if there's anything that you feel that's brought you to that feeling, it's also a good time to speak up about it with your partner, because they're going to understand. So don't hold back your feelings with Aries guys this month. All right, so the final card is your insight card, and it's meant to just kind of give an overall perspective of what just came through the Book of Changes for you. And we have hexagram 16. And hexagram 16 is known as enthusiasm. So being enthusiastic about your relationship, not showing kinds of don't be unenthusiastic about things, because when you're enthusiastic, it's hard to ignore you. Anybody who's enthusiastic, is really hard to ignore them, because they're sharing their perspective of an experience in a really novel way, And there's nothing about enthusiasm that has ever turned anyone off. So if there's something you're passionate about and you haven't shared with one another, this is a good month to share that kind of enthusiasm and go for the things that create that. Also, it's a card that's asking you not to feel bridled by any sort of perfectionism and to realize your dreams. You just need to go with the illuminating creative aspects, the illuminating creative streaks that you have. Use it positively and not obnoxiously, and you'll be really grateful for the results that that kind of energy can bring. I hope this was insightful. Again, thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I am on Pinterest, Tumblr, and you're welcome to follow me there and let me know what you think. Repin some of the pins which are exclusively about hexagrams and quotes that relate to the hexagrams. So that's a bit of fun. And if you need a private reading, again, you can find me at www.ichingbythea.us, and there you can get a more in-depth reading up to 1 hour long about whatever it is that's been on your mind. Thanks. Have a good March and be healthy and happy. Bye.